Hi boys and girls, I'm out here in the great outdoors at Fern Hills parking lot / blacktop. Got my little tennis court ready to go. These are what we have here at Fern Hill. Got our tennis rackets, I got my badminton and paddle rackets. Today we're hitting over the net with some backhands. We're hitting over the net to serve, and we're trying to land it in something. When you hit a backhand, it's when the ball comes to your non-dominant side. Draw your racket back, step toward the ball, dominant foot, and contact it just in front of you. When you hit it over the net, you'll know that you contacted it with the right angle on your racket. Let's take a look at what this would look like if you're all by yourself. A lot of times kids your age will use two hands on the racket. So what I want you to do is I want you to line yourself up with your target. My target is the green trash can. Toss the ball up, take the racket back, and follow through. Now it doesn't have to go into the trash can, it's just your target. As long as it goes over the net, you're good to go. Toss it up, other hand on the racket, and hit through. Good job, Mr. Russellton. Now that, of course, was for your right-handers. For your right-handers, draw it back to your non-dominant side. This is my left side. If you're a left-hander, well, draw it back to your right side. Toss it up, draw it back, and hit it over the net. Draw it back, and hit it over the net. And that's your left-handed backhand. Your forehand is on your dominant side. So I have the ball here, toss it up, let it bounce, and hit it over the net. Toss it up, let it bounce, and hit it over the net. Almost got that one in. If you're left-handed, I am not, but that's okay. I taught myself how to teach left-handed. If I'm left-handed, face the net, toss the ball up, turn sideways, and follow through. Toss it up, turn sideways, and follow through. Fantastic. Now, the next one. Or volleys. Volleys are balls you hit out of the air. And you're allowed to volley everything in tennis except the serve. You have to let your opponent's serve bounce to see if it's in or not. And then, from there on, you can hit it out of the air. Volleying is a great skill, especially in doubles. Let's take a look. So, to simulate a volley, which is a punch, or a punch, and that's it. To simulate a volley, we're going to toss the ball up in the air and punch it. Now, I always say that hitting a volley is like hitting a brick wall. Your racket should stop as you punch the ball. I'll say that again. It's like hitting a brick wall. Your racket should stop as you punch the ball. Here comes Mr. Russellton with his volley. He's going to toss it up. Punch. That's it. Toss it up. Punch. And it's going to fly right over the net. Now backhand volley. Same thing. Same thing. Toss it up, step, punch. Toss it up, step, punch. Left-handed. You didn't think I'd forget about left-handers. Left-handers have an advantage in tennis because their ball swings when they're serving wide. All right, so left-handed punch. Toss it up, punch. Backhand, toss it up, punch. Punch. And that is a volley. Now, last thing. Let's try that forehand with a bounce and that backhand with a bounce. Toss it way up, let it bounce, and hit it over the net. Toss it up, let it bounce, and hit it over the net. Woohoo! Last one with the backhands. With the left-handers. Toss it way up, and hit it over the net. Toss it up and hit it over the net. All right. For using a paddle, it's the same exact thing. I bet you badminton players thought I was forgetting about you. I wasn't. So, remember, you serve with the backhand grip. But sometimes the ball does, sometimes the shuttlecock doesn't come to our backhand. We have to hit it on the forehand side. So that's what we're going to practice today. Serving, hitting with our backhand, and then hitting it with our forehand. So this time I'm going to hit with my forehand. Toss it up. Yeah. Ooh, wind took that one, didn't it? All right. Now the left-hand side. Toss it up. Yeah. That wind really affects that shuttlecock, doesn't it? Now the backhand side. This is going to be a little more difficult because you're going to have to throw it up and then take the racket back and swing it. Toss it up. Oh, swing it! That wind blew it right to me. Did you see that? And then the backhand to the lefties. Alright, so this is lefty, right? This is the backhand. This is the forehand side. Right, toss it up. Oh! And when you're hitting a shuttlecock, you can hit it a lot harder because it's not going to go as far, but the wind is really going to affect it. So, boys and girls on Cyber Remote, those are our tennis lessons for this week. If you can get on the court and have somebody toss the ball to you so you can hit it back to them, that would be even better. Not everybody can do that. But I know at least some of my friends have other friends that are doing this. You can hit the ball back and forth, but start with an underhand toss or start with a drop and a hit and then play the point. And once it's over, stop and start over. Today, forehands, backhands, both left-handed and right-handed. I demonstrated those. Volleys, it's a punch, both forehand and backhand. I aimed at a target, over the net. It could be over the couch, over a chair, over the bike, over the little sister. No, don't do that. Don't go over the little sister. You might get me in trouble, and you in trouble. So, you also saw a backhand with a bounce and a forehand with a bounce. So try those things that we saw in the video, and I'll lead you through those when we're actually on the Zoom. See you soon. Bye.